There's been a big backlash against the beer store tweets that your government put out en masse over the weekend. Are you concerned about the backlash? It seems people do not want this contract to be broken and for taxpayers to pay even 1 penny.
Well, I think it was a great job done over the weekend to get the message out that this isn't just about beer and wine, it's about choice and convenience, and it's about fairness. Most people in Ontario do not know that the government does not own the beer store. It is owned by 3 global beer giants who got a sweetheart deal from the Liberals. And I think if there were any commentary on the Twitter, it would have been from the beer insiders who will do anything and say anything to stop this contract from being broken.
I actually read a lot of the tweets, Minister. They were not from beer insiders. They were from voters.
Well, we've heard loud and clear from our supporters who love what we're doing and know that we're going to be providing choice and convenience, but also putting an end to an unfair contract. Don't forget, the Liberals did this 10-year contract. You have to ask yourself, why is the beer store fighting so hard against the government putting more of their product in more stores? It's because they were given a sweetheart deal and they put profits ahead of people.
When Doug Ford made that campaign promise to put beer in corner stores, was he aware that he had to break a contract? Was he aware that there could be potential penalties from that?
Well, think about our parliamentary system in Ontario and right across the country. All multinationals understand that any contracts that are signed by one government, especially bad contracts, don't need to be carried forward by another government. Think of it this way. If that wasn't the case, we could make a law that no tax increases ever happen again in the province's history, and nobody would be able to change that. So it's within our purview, and it's within our legislation to be able to cancel bad contracts.
You didn't answer the question, Minister.
Well, we promised to put beer and wine in corner stores, big box stores, and more grocery stores.
Did you make the promise unaware that there could be financial repercussions for taxpayers?
Any talk of a financial repercussion comes yet again from beer store insiders who will say anything, do anything to protect their turf. Our legislation protects the people of Ontario from cost. There's nothing in the contract. There's nothing in the contract that offers a penalty for breaking this contract.
When are we going to get beer and wine in corner stores? What date is that going to happen?
You'll hear more about that in the very, very near future. We expect to bring this legislation for a final vote this week, Thursday, before the legislature rises. And if passed, that'll open the door for putting beer and wine in corner stores, big box stores, and more grocery stores.
Will you proclaim it immediately? Will you proclaim it immediately?
It'll be we hope that it'll be passed on Thursday, and
that's not the same thing. Will it be proclaimed immediately?
We hope that it'll be passed on Thursday.
So why won't you answer the question?
You want it in place for Canada Day long weekend?
Well, I think you're going to hear more news about that later on.
Minister, how was your tweet received about beer in corner stores? I'm seeing a lot of angry comments. Do you think people are thinking that this government is spending way too much time on beer in corner stores and not enough time on health, education?
Do you know, what I think about is that we need to make sure we have economic development and the positive spin-offs from economic development across this province. And my focus on what I posted was on the fact that small towns and villages, people who choose to live in small towns and villages across this province, should have access and convenient access to what they choose. It's only the fair thing to do.